Last Words by Jeff Carter. A farmhouse living room, a wall of family pictures perhaps, silence. Then Ray, Jay, and Faye enter separately, quietly. Jay and Faye sit. Ray remains standing. A long, uneasy silence.
All right, tell me. Somebody tell me. What in the name of God happened in there? What was this all about? Am I going insane? Am I dreaming? What exactly happened in there?
It's called death, Ray. Specifically, our father's death.
You know what I'm talking about. Oh, you think it's funny?
Sorry.
Reverend Doobie was in there, for God's sake. He hurt, I'm sure of it.
So what if he did?
So what? So what do you think? What if he says something?
I thought deathbed confessions were like attorney-client privilege or something.
He's not a lawyer. He's a minister.
Yeah, but I thought priests couldn't...
That's the Catholic Church. We're not Catholics.
Yeah, well, I'm not anything.
Well, you should be something.
I'm a pantheist. I worship trees.
I don't care if you worship rabbit turds. If your everlasting soul is not what concerns us at this particular moment.
Well, what can I say? If you didn't trust him, you shouldn't have called him. I mean, what the hell? You're a minister. How many representatives of God does a dying corn farmer need?
It's sort of like backup. With Dad, I figured an extra denomination couldn't hurt.
I still say you're overreacting.
Dear God, listen to him. Listen to him, Faye. Jay, our beloved father, respected farmer, devoted family man, head of the Grange, for God's sake. Our beloved father's last words on his deathbed were to the effect that he and his fellow farmer, Ollie Smart, have been homosexual lovers their entire lives.
Would anyone like some coffee?
Oh, yeah, coffee. Love some, sis.
How can you think of coffee at a time like this?
Tea?
No. Hemlock. Bring me hemlock. Dear God.
Pour him a shot of Dad's bourbon, Faye. In fact, forget the coffee. Bring us all a shot of Dad's bourbon.
Well, it is a special occasion, I suppose.
I'm sure he'd approve. You know, in fact, just bring the whole bottle.
Faye goes off. Ray whips out his cell phone, dials a number.
Pick up, Doobie. Pick up, you son of a... Not there. Damn. Probably out spreading the word as we speak.
Come on, Ray. Relax. He'll keep it to himself, I'm sure.
Keep it to himself? Jay, the man is a Baptist. I mean, really, Jay, what on earth could the old man been thinking to say such a thing?
I don't know. Maybe the devil made him do it.
You think?
Come on, Ray!
Yes. I know. Oh, dear Lord, I'm so exhausted.
You know, big brother, we may have to consider the...
No! Don't say it. Don't even think it.
Look, I'm sorry, but...
Absolutely not.
Maybe we should call someone.
Who?
I don't know, an undertaker? You're the church guy, Ray, not me.
I'll call in a minute. Dad's not going anywhere, that's for sure.
Well, heaven, right?
You always were the optimist, brother.
Yeah, well, I say anyone who has to die like that deserves a first-class ticket to Valhalla. Whether he's a fruit or not.
That's not funny, Jason. Can't you ever be serious? Life is serious, little brother. And if you'd been around when things got tough, you'd know what I mean.
Hey. let's not put too much mellow in the drama here, okay? I had courses to teach. He understood.
I guess living on the other side of the country has its advantages after all.
Yeah, it sure as hell does. Look, forget it, Ray. It won't work. Dad told me himself, and I quote, "I've got plenty of help croaking I can use. When the main event comes, I'll send you an invite." That's what he wanted, so that's what I did.
Yes, well, you could at least think of poor Faye. Can you imagine how she must feel?
She seems to be taking it all right to me.
Well, she isn't. Not only has her father just died, whom we know she loved dearly, but, well, Jimmy is divorcing her.
Holy
Shit, please.
You're kidding?
I'm afraid not. Don't tell her I said anything.
Oh, geez. Jimmy's not coming out of the closet too, I hope.
Why don't you paint your nose red and put a clown suit on? We'll all have a good laugh.
Sorry. Well, Jimmy always was kind of an anal sphincter, though.
Still, they've been married forever. Now this, let's face it. Faye thought Dad made the sun rise and set.
And so did Dad.
Dear God in heaven, Jay, what are we going to do?
Faye enters with bourbon and glasses on tray.
I brought some sweets too, just in case.
Ah, my favorite. Chocolate chip and bourbon.
No liquor for me, thanks.
No. Pour him a drink, Faye. He needs it. Oh, and by the way, sorry to hear about you and Jimmy.
Jimmy who?
Yeah, that's the attitude, sis.
Ministers really can't keep a confidence, can they?
It's him that can't keep a confidence.
Just drink your bourbon, Ray. You'll feel better.
Faye lifts her glass. Jay and Ray follow suit.
To Daddy. A great farmer, a great man.
The king of contour plowing.
Who loved his wife.
And his friends.
Who loved us one and all.
Amen.
They drink.
Have you called Aunt Pearl yet? And Uncle Bud, Ray?
Not yet.
Better do it. Better call old Ollie, too. He'll want to know.
Maybe we shouldn't call Ollie just yet. The poor devil's dying himself, you know.
I know he's dying, but we have to call him, Ray. For God's sake, they were best friends their entire lives. They even roomed together in college, you know.
Really? Just the two of them in the same room?
Oh, for the love of God.
Mutt and Jeff, that's what they used to call Dad and Ollie. Did everything together, even farmed together some years.
They used to chase girls together, too. When they were young. Traded them back and forth like playing cards. In fact, Dad told me once that between the two of them, there wasn't a woman over 65 that they both had, you know... Jeez. Well, you remember how they used to talk.
Wonderful stories. Both liars, of course. Truth is, like most men, they preferred each other's company.
No, they didn't.
Sure they did. That's
That's not true. Dad loved women. Him and Mother were constantly having sex. Well, within reason, I would guess.
Is this something you actually think about, Ray?
You both know what I'm getting at. Seriously, folks. Could you imagine having intimate relations with Ollie Smart?
Well, now that you mention it.
Truth is, Ollie Smart was a very handsome man once, and truth is, as a girl, I had more than a few fantasies about him myself.
Oh, you too?
That's enough! Am I alone in this? Am I the only one that's taking this seriously?
It's only sex, Ray.
It may only be sex in California, but here, it's another kettle of fish entirely.
For Christ's sake, Ray, what if it was true? Would it be so terrible? Your boss above is still in the forgiveness trade, right?
That's not fair.
Yes, well, let's face it, brother. Our dad wasn't your ordinary kind of guy, if you know what I mean.
He was. He was a guy's kind of guy. A sportsman. He golfed. He played tennis.
Yeah, with Ollie.
He fished and he hunted.
With Ollie.
He was rather sophisticated, Ray. They both were.
So what if they were? They were educated men. I mean, look at Jay. He's sophisticated. And he's as manly a man as you're ever going to meet.
No.
And I'm sure someday he'll even get married. Right, Jay?
Sure. If I meet the right guy.
Stop it! God, our father was not gay. Tell you, he was a farmer. I know why he said it. He said it to spite me. He never forgave me for not wanting to take over the farm. I know that.
Rubbish.
It's true.
Dad wouldn't wish being a farmer on his worst enemy, let alone his son. What he couldn't forgive you for was being such a stick in the mud.
Stick in the mud?
You were always such a serious boy, Ray. He wasn't. He felt that life was something to be enjoyed, and if a person couldn't laugh his way through it, he could never really, live it.
Don't tell me how to enjoy life. I am a happy, God-fearing man. There's a time and place for everything. Damn it, and let's face it, some things aren't funny. They're just downright cruel. In the end, he was cruel. Cruel and selfish.
Come on, Ray. It was his deathbed scene. A guy in his deathbed should be able to say whatever he wants, whether it's true or not. And who knows? Maybe it was the drugs. Maybe he was delusional. The important thing is, he's at peace now, isn't it?
Peace. How can anybody be at peace if what he said gets out?
It's not the end of the world, Ray.
Not in your world. You don't have to live here. Faye and I do.
He's taken out his cell phone and starts dialing again.
If Uncle Bud's home, let me talk to him first.
I'm not calling Uncle Bud. I'm calling Reverend Doobie.
Don't do that.
If I could just get through to him before he's...
Give me that damn phone! God, don't you understand, Ray? Even if by some miracle Reverend Doobie was suddenly struck dumb as a post, I'm not sure I could keep quiet about it. I'm not sure I'd want to keep quiet about it.
Faye...
I'm not sure even you can keep your mouth shut.
It is pretty juicy, Ray.
Don't you see? He said it. It's what he wanted. It's like a gift.
A gift. Have you lost your mind, Faye?
It is a gift. I'm sure of it. I mean, the Reverend Doobie was there, and Dad saw his last opportunity to leave something. Something for everyone to think about. Something exciting, whether it's true or not.
This is ridiculous.
No, it's wonderful. I mean, the town will burst to life with speculation. Phone lines will fairly melt with gossip. After all, half the stories in town were started either by Dad or Ollie or both of them. And this one's for sure the best.
No. This is different. People will believe this. It's just too...
It's Dad. Ray. Faye's right.
But what about poor dying Ollie? Now that's cruel.
But what if it was for Ollie? Ollie was too sick to be here, so maybe Dad wanted him to know that how much he, loved him.
For the love of God, no.
But he did love him, Ray.
Yes. But not in that way, please.
Well, in whatever way, for whatever reason, I'm sure we all know what Ollie will say when he hears.
What? What will he say?
I know what he'll say.
What? What will he say?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Not a word. He'll just smile, that sly Ollie smile, and wink.
Yes. Exactly.
A little mystery for us all to ponder for years to come. For generations. We can't stop it, Ray. We mustn't. It's not ours.
At least we know the truth, don't we, Faye? Don't we?
A gift.
Slow fade to black.